Okay, so I just found a zombie dungeon around the corner here, and it's pretty crazy. There's a lot of mobs around, but I wanted to get on camera because maybe the moment I find a golden apple. Alright, light up the dungeon. Just quickly take care of some of the cave. No, skeleton, you're not shooting me. Oh, shit. Damn, I was really bad then. I'm usually better than that at this. Okay, let's check the dungeon. The mushroom soup. Okay. No. And no. Oh, alright. Next time. Next time I'm gonna find one. No! They're dying! Oh man, okay, so I'm over here at the passive mob farm that I built for the tutorial, and the chickens were clogging up, so I was like, oh, I'll just put some fire to burn the chickens, and it was funny at first, but then it caught fire to the fence, and so now all the cows and sheep are dying. Oh dear. Oh well. But hello everyone, welcome back to my Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 world. This doesn't really matter, this is just built for the tutorial. So, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be real with you fam. I've been trying to record like a normal sort of let's play-ish video for some time. I don't know, I keep gesturing with my hands and I know you can't see it, I'm just so used to it. Just being able to gesture with my hands and people say I don't know why. So I've been trying to record some stuff and I've got like a dozen clips of various things I've done around my world from over the last 2 months. So I thought, why not compile into a video some of the interesting things I do to sort of, give insight into what I do in this world. Oh, weird. I just recently installed today a brand new instance. It has all the fixes, so I've got a skin again. I'm me. I'm mine. Also, I've got my cape. That's pretty neat. My migrator cape. And also, I think this has the sound fix. I haven't. Do we have any TNT? We have TNT. What? Yep, it works. Excellent. So we got old sounds. The other thing I should probably do is I added a ring of fire around the outside of the perimeter. I did this in a world where I had a perimeter like this years ago, and I liked it quite a bit, so I thought I'd do it again. Bro, why does nothing just like ever work around here? I don't know why, but for some reason, I think there's a boat here. Yeah, these boats just get stuck in the water column, and I have no idea why. Also, I think I'm low on them. Alright, so I have a whole bunch of clips. As I said, this is going to be a clip episode. So the other day, I decided I was going to go for one of my classic walkabouts where I just sort of like wander and explore the world. I was primarily looking for clay and pumpkins because I want to use those in potentially in future builds. And it went about as well as you would expect, but not quite what you think happened. Like, for example, with modern Minecraft, it's literal spyware. Like, when I say that, that's not a joke, that's not something whatever, Microsoft hee. No, they have forced always on telemetry, which basically means that the game, whenever you're running the game and you're connected to the internet, which most people are, majority of the time, I like this little natural clearing. But yeah, when you're connected to the internet, I didn't even notice those floating blocks. When you're connected to the internet, and you're playing Minecraft, you're sending information to Microsoft servers wherever. It's constantly sending information. Whenever the game crashes and you get that crash report, I'm pretty sure they get sent to them automatically. They're getting constant information. Now, this has been in the game for years. It was even before the Microsoft purchase. It was called Snooper settings, if you remember those. Hold on, let me By the way, there is a bug where if you load too many chunks. Oh, oh no. All right, BRB. So basically, the world got slightly corrupted. My player DAT file was wiped, so I had no inventory, nothing. I guess if I had XP, like if this was a version with XP in it, it would have been wiped from my inventory as well. Like I would have lost all my levels, and it's just yeah, it was just like really crazy. And I'd done some work like in between, like making the last backup and that, so I just like took it on the chin and progressed. I did do a little quick tour of my world just to make sure none of the regions corrupted, because last time I had a memory issue like that, a whole bunch of regions in the spawn area here got corrupt. Like the base was fine. It was just like part like the tunnel out towards the snow perimeter got deleted. Like it reset the area, and yes, I had to like restore those and back up. So if I see any future corruption caused by caused by an error, I can just fix it. However, about a week after that, I decided to go on another walkabout, and I did get a lot of things. I actually got quite a bit of clay, so that's very good. I also did another trip, but I didn't record that. I got lots of glowstone. In fact, so much I had to remove it out of this chest. And also, I got a ton of pumpkins, so I'm up to stacking 22 pumpkins. Now, pumpkins cannot be grown in beta, so you have to find them in the wild. So that's part of the reason why I was venturing. I also wanted to find a surface dungeon, and despite traveling 4,000 blocks and searching continuously, I did not find one collapsed surface dungeon anywhere. Anywhere. I felt so cheated. But there was some cool things I saw along the way, so I'll put some highlights in now. This hill here is starting looking pretty cool. We're in a rainforest biome. Rainforest biomes are always very mountainous. As soon as you see like the really green grass and like lots of oak trees and also ferns, I don't see ferns, you're more likely to find really cool mountains. And this is a cool one. It's like a straight up thrust of rock. Quite nice. Hello, sheepy. Oh wow, this is an interesting hill formation up here. Quite interesting. Got like the arch here. And is that two? No, that part's attached. That is a proper floating island. That's like a proper floating square. Got like the classic gravel piles. And then this area is like unusually flat, and then you have like the big hill, the sticky up bits. If you want to explore caves, like I'll look at that. Look at the sunset through the arch. Yeah, I'm going to take a screenshot of this and send it to everyone in the chat. I may do another full, like, proper walkabout video in the future. It's just I was feeling a bit low energy that day, and really it was just like it was so hot. It was like almost 40 degrees, which is about 100 and something degrees in American temperature units, and so. And I have to turn off my fan when I record because the fan gets picked up by the mic, and it'll make the video very ear rapey, and my audio is bad enough as it is. So, but I also have been busy doing things that I haven't been recording, and I've been working on a build project. Well, actually, two build projects, but we'll check out the first one, and we can come out here. Beautiful day, beautiful morning. Squids are swimming. And yeah, it's over this way. Now, I decided to make it that you access it via a path rather than a rail line or an eats road like everything else you gain access to. I decided to do it via a path. I've also been doing another path. You could probably see it over there. It goes from the spawn along the shore and then continues up that way. So we come over here, come up to the path. We're approaching Mr. Skeletal, and we come to a crossroads. So we can go that way to Mr. Skeletal and thank him for good bones and calcium. Go that way back to the base, or we can go to Treehouse Island that way. Let's go this way. So this is just my standard path design: gravel, cobblestone with occasional moss cobblestone. I quite like this pattern in beta. I like it because texturing is very hard to do in beta with the limited number of blocks we have, and I just think this works. You've got slabs, cobblestone slabs, going up a block, and then we start coming over here, and this is where the dirt ends and the grass begins. By the way, if you don't know what this is, I don't believe I've ever mentioned this in the video. This is just a dark room. Like you seal it up, take out the night, and you bone meal the middle here, and grass and flowers will grow, and most of the time they'll pop off. Like they'll pop off immediately so you can collect them. This is like very old. This has been here for literal years. I just rarely ever acknowledge it. Because I don't really come over this way. I should probably add, like, I rarely see the base from this angle. And I didn't mention it. I actually quite like the forest at the back here. It's really growing on me. I wasn't sure when I first did it, but I was like, I'm going to commit, I'm going to decorate. And yeah, I quite like it. It gives a lot of color and height variation to the back here. Because I rarely come over this way, because everything out this way is connected via rail or boat, so there's not much point walking. But I've now got a reason to walk. Got this path, got a little railing overlooking this pond. Yeah, it's a pond, it's not connected to anything. Some chickens, so the passive mobs are all spawning around here. Got grass. One thing that does suck about the base is the lack of grass. Like, I really wish I could have, like, moss. That's a dungeon down there, by the way. That's what all these pillars are. I really wish I could have something like moss or whatever to, like, give some greenery to the area. Moss is actually is like such a good block. One of the few really good things about modern. I really like this pond for some reason. I really like this little pond, the trees overhead, the flowers. I don't know. It's so simple. I love it. Over there's the sand pit. We actually get a view of the old sand quarry. You can see it's being completely exhausted. I think I came through and picked out the remaining sand. Oh, not all of it, but I picked out most of the sandstone out of here. So I've got a lot of sandstone to build with if I need that for some reason. We can continue over here. Got mushrooms growing under the trees, spreading. There's another big patch over there. I found recent-ish. We're coming up here, and you can already see it. So there's a big tree. I've built a custom tree. It's probably the first like big custom tree I've ever built in my game. Because I don't ever remember like trying to build like a proper tree house. I do remember building tree houses and like these big oak trees, and then like carving out a space or creating like a platform of trees, and living in them. But I don't ever remember making a custom tree. So here we are. I've got a bridge because there's an actual island. It's actually separated. Treehouse Road Bridge, built on the 14th of February 2024. And this is the island. So I went crazy. The amount of bone meal I used on this is insane. So we got lots of trees, lots of big oak trees, using the method shown in my tutorial. Check it out. And also I got birch trees to liven up the mix. I thought about growing some spruce trees, but I don't know, they seem kind of out of place in this biome. So I just went with spruce and birch. Lots of tall grass and flowers. I even got a stack of mushrooms and went around and planted them just to give some color variety. That's actually quite expensive because mushrooms are my primary source of food, and I don't have a lot. Also sugarcane. I put lots of sugarcane around. And also, like on the shoreline, also inland, there's hidden water underneath the terrain here. So that's how these are freestanding, no tricks involved. And I put torches on the trees to give it some light. I did think about just leaving it shady, but I planted like a whole bunch of trees, went away, came back, and there were so many mobs because most of the caves underneath here are lit. I've already been through here caving years ago. In fact, you can see another pillar there indicating a dungeon. So yeah, I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to light this up, especially because even during the day under these big trees, mobs were still spawning, and it was getting too much. I really like this area. I really like this view of the bay. I want to put something there. I was thinking like maybe a lighthouse or some kind of tower, because it's like a really like nice natural cove, and just I feel like that's a good spot for something. Have to think about that. Can barely see it just over there. If I turn, it's a lot easier to see. But yeah, over there, that's the underwater 360 TNT cannon. Um, that's just if you want to like get a perspective of where we are in the world. Come through here. I really like this. The grass and leaves are green over here. The biome's a little bit dry over there. I really love like the overhead canopy, all that. I really like this. And then the path comes down to the base of the tree. And we can go inside because the tree is hollow. You can climb up the ladder. And we can come up to the top. And that's the wolf farm over there that I improved a few videos ago. So that also gives you an idea where I am in the world. And yeah, this is my first custom big tree. Uh, I think the canopy needs to be bigger. I need to extend the canopy out, but I'm just leaving it as is for now. It might grow on me. If you're wondering how I'm doing it, I placed down these branches. I planned it all out, the branches, and then I grew giant oak trees, and then just removed the trunks to give it like shape. Because the thing about placing leaves in beta is you need wood near them, so I'd have to go through place all the branches, then spam down the leaves. I just thought growing big trees would be much easier. I remember Doc M77 doing that for that big tree in his world back in the day. The morning wood, that's what it was called. Morning wood, yeah. Um, yeah, I like that. It is actually like a little proper miniature base. Oh, these leaves are manually placed, by the way. I tried to make a sort of organic shaped branches. I think I also need more branches coming off. I don't know. All work in progress. Yeah, so there's a proper little base. There's storage, lots of bone meal and leaves, all my saplings here. Oh, there's mushrooms. I might take those. Actually, no. Actually, no. I'll top up my stack and I'll leave those just in case. I got some glowstone here. Tried to light it up because I was having mobs spawning not only up here but also inside the tree. Um, and yeah, there's a bed with a painting. I really wish there was flower pots in the game because I would decorate this with flower pots and also vines. I really wish there were vines in beta because I actually quite like vines. Another thing also I like for modern is the variety of plants, particularly like the glowberry vines. I think they look really cool, and yeah, it's one thing I do miss. Um, Another thing I wish of the view was further because there's a really cool like large hill over there. I call it Mount Savannah because it's a savanna biome, and we can't see it from here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's really neat. We go to sleep. A little painting. No, there's nothing behind the painting. And here it is from over near the wolf farm. That's the wolf farm right there. I think it looks quite nice. Let's take a nice picture, shall we? There we go. That might be the thumbnail of the video. I don't know, we'll see. There's actually one little quick project I want to do over here. One thing I want to do is increase boatability in my world, like the ability for me to sail around on boats. Because I've actually been finding that I enjoy that quite a bit. Just going around sailing. Oh yeah, by the way, when I made the wolf farm, I removed the grass from this island arbitrarily for some reason. I thought I needed to. Then I realized, actually, no, this is further away. I don't know why I did that. I really don't know. But one issue I have when boating around my world is... Actually, there's a cave? Oh no, it's a collapsed water pool. I just never come over here. So one thing I noticed is that the the bay connects up to this like large lake, and from this lake I can go all different places around my world. But there's a big problem. There's this huge chunk of ice that sort of blocks a lot of the way, and if I want to go, for example, from the base, which is past that little hill there, this way, I have to go all the way a long way around and dodge essentially like icebergs. I know they're not proper icebergs like they are in modern Minecraft, but you get the idea. I'm having to like dodge shit. And so I thought, fuck it, I might as well make a canal because this makes sense that there should be a canal here. Like, this is a good, easy shortcut. So we'll make a 3, maybe make it 4. 4 block wide canal. Also, there's an excuse to get sand because I'm always constantly needing sand, TNT and glass. That way I can have a shortcut. I'm also thinking about putting like a proper boat dock maybe at the Treehouse Island at some point. We'll see. We'll see. I really like the boat launcher at my base. It's grown on me recently. I'm understanding more and more how boat physics work in this in beta, so sort of round it out a little bit. So I'm more appreciative of boat stuff now because boats have always been cool, particularly in older versions of Minecraft, but they're also like glitchy and don't behave the way you expect sometimes. So, but yeah, I'm learning. I will like the entrance. I might even decorate over here. Might build something cool and decorative, but we'll just put that there so I know how to get through. Let's take the boat through. Yeah, this is plenty wide. Should have no trouble steering through here. Actually, it just occurred to me while I'm in the area, I might show this. So, the wool farm's past those little islands. The base is over that way. There's these hills here, and I've known these hills have been here for years. I started going caving around here recently. You can foresee all the pillars marking out the dungeons I found. And during one of my cave exploring trips, I came up right next to these hills, and this is actually really cool what we've got going on here. Alright, there we go. Didn't break the boat. Excellent. You hold shift when you get out, and you'll always be on top of the boat, by the way. There's a beta 1.7 life hack for you. So yeah, there's this hill here, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Your classic sort of beta mountains, but what's really cool is here. There's like a huge hollow inside, and it keeps going. It doesn't stop. It keeps going, and yeah, you have like this large hollow area. I did light it up a little bit to try and deal with the mobs, but there we go. So yeah, yeah, it's a really cool hollow. I might do something with this in the future. I've got ideas of things I could potentially build here. Um, yeah, I've got ideas, but I just thought I'd show it. It's really cool. Come on, son. Come on. Yes, now I can sleep. Excellent. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other thing I've been working on. I've been working on this longer than the Treehouse Island, actually. For this, we're going to go this way. I'm going to walk my way there. So while I'm walking, because I have to take the path to spawn. Oh, this was for testing purposes. Ignore that. Yeah, so while I'm on the way to spawn, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has subscribed and also watched the World Tour video. So the World Tour video just quite recently at the time of recording has surpassed 71,000 views. I hit over 1,000 subscribers some weeks ago, and it's like insane because I never thought when I made it that I'll get that much views. Like I genuinely thought maybe 1,000, 2,000 views within the first few months, and then maybe it'll slightly accrue more views over time if it got recommended to anyone. But yeah, it's just like skyrocketed. And even though, and I know in the grand scheme of things, 70,000 views isn't a lot. You know, Mr. Beast giving 1,000 lobotomies to African children, you know, that gets like 250 billion views. But for me, it's a lot, and it's certainly a lot more than I ever expected. So, thank you. But yeah, we're over here at spawn, and I've now included this path. I started lighting it up. I like having the lights along the shoreline of the path. I think it just looks pretty neat. Alright, there we use our torches. So that's the base. And we're heading over this way. I was just listening to podcasts, I think, as I was doing this. I originally thought about bridging across here, but I moved the bridge over there. I really like this bridge. It's like a big sort of arch. May not be realistic, but whatever. Come up the hill here. I actually quite like this area, like the forested. Look, I know it's pretty like generic beta terrain, but I never come over here. Like these hills are the line in my world where I do not cross. I've never been past these hills, and I'm never going to until like 1.0 when I update to 1.0, because I know for a fact the stronghold will spawn over there. So seeing this is like, you know, cool. I just never see it. And then we've got Christ Cove Bridge, which was built on the 7th of March, 2024, because the tomb of Jesus Christ, that weird generation, is just over there. So I decided to call this Christ Cove because it comes all the way in and sort of ends over there. But yeah, got this big arch bridge, cross over onto this peninsula here. Just see Mr. Skeletal through the trees there, and we head this way. So I've been building a castle. This is my first proper castle, I want to say, in Minecraft, because I built sort of like castle-ish looking things before, like a long time ago, but I never built like a proper castle, you know what I mean? So I'm building one over here, and I just installed this path because I want to start connecting things with paths. I quite like this quite a bit. So we come across here, all these big sand flats here. This could be space for something else. Like, I know there's water here, but I could fill it in and put something else. I'm not quite sure. And start seeing, oh, it just popped into view. You can start seeing some of the castle. I've built only a small part of it so far. I was hoping to build more before I show up, but I thought, screw it. Let's just make a super comfy, relaxed video. So, you can see the roundhouse there. Path ends here. It's going to continue. Bridge over this. I might widen this canal. This was actually sealed up. This little canal here is man-made. I dug it out because there was no way to get through. Because I've been getting to this via boat normally, but I just put the path in. But yeah, this is unnamed castle. I don't know what to call it, but this castle is my inspiration for this castle is the real life Windsor Castle in the UK, and I've been planning out. I want to have a tower on this hill. So what I've done is I've noticed a lot with builds, with castle builds in Minecraft, is that people will just like flatten the terrain and then just build over on top of it. Maybe they'll terraform like a proper hill or mountains or whatever for their build over the existing terrain. They ignore the natural topography. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to use the natural topography here to build a castle much like how it would have in real life. So I've got like this hill, for example. There's going to be like a watchtower here, and then the wall's going to connect up here. This is going to be a gatehouse of some kind because I want to have a proper boat dock, one of those boat launches down here. Maybe have like a dock area with like some houses or whatever. Yeah, then you can come in through here into the castle. started shaping this a little bit. Needs a lot more work. This is pretty much complete except for the second floor. So this is the round tower. It's based off of the real life round tower at Windsor Castle. Look it up for pictures because I don't know how to edit for shit. Unlike the round tower in real life, which is like a lopsided like circle thing, this is actually a proper circle, and I quite like it. That really controversial tower of mine that apparently lots of people like. I've received so many. Just as a side, I've received so many comments on the World Tour saying they really like that like Rook Castle at spawn, and so I was like, huh, I'm definitely keeping it then if so many people like it. I took sort of the principle of that and made it into this. I actually quite like this a lot more. I really like this look. Um, and basically this also acts as my base operations as I build the castle. So I need someone to build. The actually roundhouse 6th of Jan. That's how long ago I started this. It was completed. This is the inside, the ground floor. And this took a lot of wood. This is just wood upon wood. So I tried to make like a purely aesthetic build. There's no function. The only function in this room are these pressure plates. Everything else is like purely looks like got a seating area here with piston tables, bookshelves on the walls, these window frames. Quite like it. The rug, the really detailed floor with hidden piston lighting. So there's lights underneath these pistons. This floor took so long to figure out how I wanted to do as well. The roof, a bit hard to tell. It's actually quite dark. I might need lights up on the roof. Oh, I don't have any lights. That's dark grey wool with like rafters of spruce wood in between. And then you come up, we've got a spiral staircase coming up here. This is the second floor. It's not complete currently. But yeah, I'll do something within that in the future. And we'll continue up. And here is like my actual base. So I've got like a little workstation here, a little storage room, some sand away. Been transporting cobble out of my strip mine so I can build with it. What to say? I thought I had a bed up here. I must have broke it for some reason. Furnaces or furnace. And then this continues up to the very, very top. I got like a flag here. Just a very simple, it's not even detailed, just red. It's red wool. And then you can look over the landscape. Really nice. I'm pretty sure this snow biome here actually connects up to the snow biome that the snow perimeter is in, because it's only about 400 blocks that way, I believe. This is essentially kind of like the midpoint between the between the base and the snow perimeter. But yeah, pretty cool. I had a blast building this, and when I eventually get around to the rest of the castle, I think it's going to be a lot of fun too. So yeah, just a flat roof here. The plan is like have a tower here. Do I? Sure not. Up here, have a tower here. Maybe then have like the wall extend over to like this hill or that hill. Have that. Have another tower or maybe a complex of buildings on this hill here. Then like square it off with a tower. Also want like, because it's going to be less like a proper defensive castle. It's going to be like, because the real life Windsor Castle was a defensive castle. The original part built by William the Conqueror 1,000 years ago. And then like as the need for castles declined over time, like particularly with, you know, the age of gunpowder, cannonballs, and then later missiles and guns or whatever, you know, the traditional castle is not really required. So they like renovated the castles and made them into palaces. That's what I'm kind of trying to do with this, make it sort of like a castle palace hybrid. And so like, yeah, I want like proper like staterooms, maybe a proper bedroom even in it, and a cathedral, or sorry, a chapel. A chapel, and also, as I said, maybe a village. I thought about maybe putting a village on that little island, or maybe across over there or somewhere, or maybe over here. I don't know. Lots of potential for this area. Um, yeah, it's going to be a long-term build. Now, also, the other reason why I'm building the castle, I should probably quickly add, I want to put my dogs here because I can't keep my dogs at the base, and they're clogging up the mob cap. So I thought I'll build a house for them. I'll build a home for them, and it's going to be this castle. Alrighty, guys, that will do it for today's episode. Oh, look, that the sun's about to come up. And so I thought I'd end this episode celebrating 1,000 subscribers with a fireworks show. Now, we don't have fireworks in beta, so this will have to suffice. There's a good chance this might kill me. God, that was underwhelming. Well, it'll have to do. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching.